Be welcome to Ageless Secrets, your sanctuary of timeless wisdom and modern science, where every breath, every heartbeat, and every moment brings you closer to the truth of your own renewal. I'm grateful that you're here, because today we explore something that quietly shapes our motivation, our joy, our focus, and even the way we age. It's an invisible force that drives everything you do. Dopamine, the molecule of desire, energy, and reward. And tonight, we'll uncover how the modern world has hijacked this ancient chemistry of joy, and how you can restore it through the art of a dopamine detox, a simple but powerful reset that awakens your natural energy, sharpens your clarity, and helps you live agelessly from within. Take a slow, deep breath in, and let it go. Let's begin this journey back to balance. Dopamine is life's whisper that says move, explore, reach. It once guided us toward the hunt, the sunrise, the sound of running water. But today, the world has turned it into noise, endless pings, screens, scrolling, instant stimulation. Every time you check your phone, see a like, or chase a new notification, your brain releases a quick burst of dopamine. It feels good for a moment, then fades. What once inspired us now exhausts us. Our minds are being tricked into thinking pleasure equals fulfillment, and the cost is enormous. The brain, overstimulated, begins to burn out. The receptors grow numb. The same hits no longer satisfy. You start craving more, yet feeling less. Mutibs. You might recognize this quiet fatigue, that feeling of being busy but empty. Connected but disconnected, awake but drained. It's not weakness, it's chemistry. It's your nervous system crying for rest. When dopamine is overstimulated, stress hormones rise, sleep quality falls, and your body slips into constant alertness. Over time, this imbalance accelerates aging, dulls emotion, and steals the quiet joy that once came effortlessly. Now, imagine doing the opposite. Imagine stillness. Imagine a day without constant noise. Imagine walking through the morning without checking a single notification. The sunlight feels warmer, the air fresher, the heart calmer. That is the beginning of a dopamine detox. It's not about deprivation. It's about remembrance. You're not cutting yourself off from life. You're returning to it. Still. During a dopamine detox, you give your mind space to breathe. You trade stimulation for sensation. You reconnect with the things that used to feed your soul. Silence, movement, nature, creativity. Science now confirms that when you rest your dopamine pathways, the brain repairs itself. Receptors regain sensitivity. Focus returns. Mood stabilizes. The fog lifts. The simple becomes beautiful again. At first, you might feel restless, scant. Your brain will crave distraction, like a fire searching for fuel. But if you breathe through that discomfort, something extraordinary happens. Beneath the craving, you find calm. Beneath the noise, there is peace. That peace is your natural state. You start to realize that happiness isn't something you chase, it's what appears when you stop running. The more often you practice quiet, the more your brain learns to find pleasure in stillness. You begin to taste food more deeply, notice your surroundings, and feel time slow down. This is not the same as boredom. This is awareness, the purest form of energy. You feel younger because you're no longer leaking life through distraction. Every moment becomes richer, fuller, lighter. Dopamine detox teaches your brain balance, not zero stimulation, but rhythm. Just like your heart beats and rests, your mind needs both excitement and silence. When you allow yourself to pause, to disconnect, you create space for true connection. You awaken a strength that isn't loud but steady, the kind of energy that lasts. You may notice after a few days that creativity blooms again. Ideas arrive uninvited. Sleep deepens, score conversations, feel more meaningful. Your mind becomes less reactive and more responsive. The chaos fades, replaced by clarity. You begin to lead your day instead of being led by it. And as you find that calm rhythm, your body responds. Stress hormones decrease, inflammation drops, and cellular repair accelerates. Your energy no longer spikes and crashes. It flows. This is where longevity begins, not in doing more, but in doing less, with greater awareness. When you master your dopamine, you master your energy. You stop chasing fleeting highs and start cultivating steady peace. In that balance, you find timelessness. Youth no longer depends on age, but on vibration, a state of mind where stillness rejuvenates every cell. So how do you begin? Not with a plan or strict rules. Simply notice. Notice when your hand reaches for the phone out of habit. Notice how your breath changes when the screen lights up. Notice the silence after you set it down. That awareness is the detox itself. Every moment you choose presence over reaction, you are rewiring your brain for peace. You don't need to run away from technology. You just need to make it your tool, not your master. Use it with intention. Let your mind rest in between. Give yourself space to be bored, because boredom is not the absence of meaning, it's the birthplace of creativity. When you reclaim your attention, you reclaim your life. Time expands, energy stabilizes. You start living from your essence again, not from impulses, but from awareness. The dopamine detox is not an escape from the world. It's an awakening within it. It's remembering that the most powerful experiences, Dante, always come with noise or motion. They come in stillness, in breath, in being. And in that stillness, you begin to feel ageless. Because aging is not just about the body growing older. It's about the mind losing rhythm. When you live in constant reaction, time accelerates. But when you live in awareness, time slows down. You experience life as it truly is, not rushing past, but unfolding gently, beautifully, moment by moment. Soft piano swells as the voice softens. Thank you for joining me on Ageless Secrets. I hope this journey reminds you that true vitality begins in the quiet spaces between your thoughts. Your brain already knows how to heal. Your body already knows how to renew. Your spirit already knows how to rest. You are not running out of time. You are rediscovering it. Until next time, breathe deeply, live slowly, and stay radiant. Because youth is not something you chase. It's something you remember. And awareness, pure, peaceful awareness is the doorway back to it.